Hello, welcome to Editor's View with me, Sumit Bose. This will be a regular feature where I take a look at some of the stories that have caught my eye during the past week. At the end of this bulletin, there's something very special I want to talk to you about, which is news of our first conference. But into the first story that caught my eye, which was all about something very close to my heart, which is keeping things simple. Here at ELN, we believe less is more. Clarity is what we're all about. So this story about energy jargon really struck a chord with me. We had a story which showed that nearly 57% of you believe that suppliers are using too much jargon. Do you know what deemed pricing is, or a standing charge, or even a kilowatt hour? Well, you're not alone. The Plain English campaign have now got involved and said businesses need to understand their bills, so energy suppliers need to make sure they make sense. We totally agree. KISS. Well, you certainly can't avoid one thing over the last 3 months: water. It's been coming out of the skies, it's been flooding the land, and it's been causing a lot of upset, particularly to me, let's put it that way. But, setting aside that, for businesses, there's some very good news this week when it comes to water. You'll soon be able to swap your supplier. Yes, the draft water bill was announced, and it said that businesses, irrespective of their size, will soon be able to look around for the best supplier. It could mean a big difference to some companies, and Environment Secretary Caroline Spelman, announcing the draft legislation, said it could save the UK economy up to £2 billion. But, as they say, the devil is in the detail, and experts at Ernst & Young think it'll take a little bit longer for these savings to drip through. Also this week, a success for British science and risk-taking in the energy sector. Highview Power Station, which uses frozen air technology, got awarded its first commercial license this week from a German company. Now, we were lucky to get a chance to tour the facility back in February, and it uses frozen air to create an energy source which can then be used like a huge battery. Well, I say good luck to them, and it proves that British science is still ahead of the game. Now, talking of batteries, I was lucky enough to test drive the Tesla on a recent trip to Germany. If you don't know what it is, it's a sports car charged by batteries, and it goes at 125 miles an hour. Frankly, it's a right beast. But Germany is taking up the whole challenge of EVs in a big way. They believe they're the future, and they're investing billions in a charging infrastructure. The canny thing about what German companies are doing is that power companies are trying to make sure that when you charge your car, it can be charged on the same bill as your normal domestic supply. They're going for it in a big way in Germany. Will we follow them? I somehow doubt it. And almost at the end, a podcast. I hope you've been listening to our podcasts. We started them a couple of months ago, and this week we've got a very interesting one on the Green Deal. Our reporter Priyanka Shrestha went to base London to find out whether there's appetite for the Green Deal, not just amongst the public, but amongst companies as well. You can listen to the podcast on our site, or you can download it from our iTunes account. Just search for Energy Live News on iTunes. Well, that's about it, but there's one thing I do want to talk about this week, which is the launch of our first ever conference. It's called Energy Live 2012, and it'll take place on the 1st of November in central London. We'd love you to be there. We've got a great lineup of speakers, and we're planning to do something very different. You can find the details on the website address that's on your screen now, and we'll be putting out a lot more information about it in the coming weeks. So, thanks for watching. See you again very soon.